Hey everyone, so let's recap. Last time we inserted an illustration as part of our report on robotics. Now, to find the illustration section, we go to the Insert tab, and in the Insert tab, we're going to go to the Illustrations grouping. Now, today I'm going to discuss shapes. I want to insert two shapes, one to form a beautiful neat block around my report's header, and another one that can be added onto this document as a speech bubble that says robotics is fun. So let's get started. First up, I'm going to go to the shapes section. In shapes, I'm going to select a rectangle. There's many shapes and sizes that you can choose from, but I want to use the rectangle. I'm going to click the rectangle and it's going to give me a cross. That cross it's like a pointer. You know, when you play games and you have the guns that you need to shoot, that kind of pointer. It says where I need to point or where I need to start. So I'm going to go and I'm going to hold my button down and I'm going to select or start on a point where I want this shape to insert. It's going to make a shape for me and I'm going to drag my mouse till I have the correct size. I want it to go around that section. Right, now we can choose the fill of the shape, that means the color in the shape style. We can also choose the outline of the shape and we can choose effects for the shape. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to say I want this shape to be filled with a color and I want the outline to have, there shouldn't be an outline. It looks okay, but I think we can do better, right? So I'm going to go and I'm going to choose a picture. I'm going to say I'm going to browse from file, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to select this picture. Right, there it is now selected. But can I see my words? No, I can't. So what should I do? I should take my picture and I should send it to be behind the text. To do that, you go to the Arrange section over here and I'm going to say send backwards. I'm going to click it until it has sent it backwards. You can also go and you can say wrap text to be behind. Another option that you can choose from is the shape effects. Now you can say I want it to have a 3D kind of effect, so let me show you that. There we go, it looks like that. You can also choose it to have a 3D effect like this. I kind of always like that one. Where is it now? It has like a button option. It looks like a button. I think it's this one. Yes, that looks more like a button. So do you see, it adds a shadow in the background as well. So those are options that you can perform with shapes. But now if I want to select the shape again and I want to change something after I've unselected it, I can again go and click on format and there my shape is selected for me as well. I can also say that I want to choose to format the picture and you can then format and change the picture you would like as well. So those are two options because I have filled my shape with a picture. That is something. Let's go back just to change it to a normal color. You can go and say I want to fill it with that, but if I want to change the color, I can go to more full colors and I can say that I want the transparency to be set to 81. That will mean that it will look transparent. You can see through it. So that is the first shape. Let's add another shape. I'm going to say insert. I'm going to add a shape and I'm going to add a speech bubble over here. Maybe a thought bubble. Okay, so I'm going to add that thought bubble over there and I'm going to want to type in this block. I want to add text. So if I want to add text, you'll see that the I for writing comes up. And if I double click on the speech bubble, I can now type robotics. Just something else you can also change, of course, like we did in the others. You can change the text effect so that it looks a bit different. You can, but then you have to highlight it, of course. So you can change the text effect so that it has a shadow. You can also change, again, double clicking on it, we can change the font. So you now don't need to go back to your home tab. You can actually select the font from here, and I'm going to select, let's make it at least a fun font as well. So I'm gonna go with this font. Okay, and I'm gonna make it let's make it a red so that it stands out. Yeah, but I can't see it right. So let's format that shape. To format the shape, we go to fill, and I can fill it with a different color. So I want to fill my shape, and to fill my shape, we can fill it with different colors. So I'm going to fill it with light, let's make it a light blue. There we go. And those are shapes and sizes. Also with the little with the speech bubbles or the thought bubbles, you can sometimes change some of their parts so that those little 3 dots, they can become either longer or they can become shorter. So if, for instance, if I want to have a thought bubble pointing from this heading, it goes, and those thought bubbles lead to the big bubble. So those are some of the options. Right, so that is shapes.